You don't hate your job enough to leave, but you don't love your job enough to stay. But that's the trap no one talks about. Because the truth is, it's not that you can't leave corporate or a job that you're on that you don't like. It's that something deeper is keeping you there. Hi, my name is Catherine, founder of Breakout Life Coaching and Consulting. I help women who are burnt out, overwhelmed, who just want something different to build a profitable online business on the side of their job. The first thing that really comes to mind is this belief that it's not that bad, and that is a lie. If you're saying it's not that bad and you're dealing with things that you don't like and that is taking a toll on you, women minimize their own dissatisfaction. We do it often in life. And in particular, as it relates to a job, we really just makes it seem like it's not that bad. And you may have been saying that for 10 years, 5 years, or you may be saying that now. Or you may be thinking, at least I have stability, benefits, and a good salary. But internally, you are exhausted, you're uninspired, you're disconnected. But this is how years pass without change. And what happens is you get taken in by the golden handcuffs. And you may have seen the image of a golden handcuff, particularly as it relates to corporate. You have the image has a woman with her hands together. She's being cuffed, and it's gold. So it's depicting staying in an environment because your salary increases and it gives you deeper attachment so you can't leave. Your lifestyle expands with the income. You know, your mortgage, your rent, your car, your responsibilities, all of that is tying you to a situation that is not good for you. And the thought of leaving feels irresponsible, even dangerous. But this is when you have been taken in by believing something that is not true, that telling yourself it's not that bad, and feeling like you can't do anything because of your responsibilities. That is fear disguised as logic. And that logic thinking is now isn't the right time. I need to learn more first, or I'll wait until things calm down. Now you tell me, when does things ever calm down on a job, particularly in corporate? If you are at a place where you're working so many hours, 10, 14 hours a day, or you're working on the weekends, or you're taking a lot of microaggression, being disrespected, not being compensated fairly for the work that you are doing. You're being compensated, but it's not for the level of work that you're doing. And oftentimes your colleagues or your peers may be. It's just the reality of the situation. It's just something to think about. Don't let fear disguised as logic um, cloud your thinking about what you are dealing with. Part of that thinking is that, as I mentioned, corporate will never calm down. You may be thinking life will always demand something, and that is true. But the question is, what is it doing for you? Now, there's another thing about where you are that may be taking a toll is this identity crisis. I feel like no one talks about. And that is, who am I without my title? Or, some people are tied to their title more than they're tied to their well being or the life that they want. And they feel like years invested in building a career path, they don't want to change that. And the thought of walking away may feel like they're losing a part of themselves. Is your identity tied to your title? Is that the thing holding you back for something better? And what happens often is that exhaustion and that way of living can kill your vision for something more. I mean, the reality is after a full workday, you do feel like you don't have the energy left to build anything else. That is real. So you have to have an exit plan that you can build that fits into what you're already doing. So the thought of doing something, you may say, well, one day, but when is that one day going to ever come? One day can become quietly years. Is that you? Have you said 5 years ago, maybe even 10 years ago, something has got to change and nothing has happened? You don't want to be stuck in a place that is not serving you physically, well, and mentally as well. And that's where I was. I had to pivot out of corporate because of the toll it was taking on me physically and mentally. The long hours, the microaggression, you know the game. So you have an idea what I'm talking about. I hope you're not in that space because being prolonged in that space is not good for you. So what you really need is a clear exit strategy, because most women don't stay because they want to. They stay because they don't see a realistic way out, no path forward. The idea of starting a business feels overwhelming, unclear, and risky. But this is the reality. You don't need to burn everything down to start something new. You need a strategic, aligned way to build something alongside your job. This is exactly why I talk so much about building something on the side, not as a hobby, but as a real exit strategy. If this hits you, if you felt seen in this video, I created a free guide called Tap into Your Zone of Genius and Monetize It. It will help you identify the skills you already have, because you do have them. If you're in corporate, you have done so much. So you could take those skills and build something. You have life experiences. What struggles have you overcome that many people are struggling with now? They could use what you have been able to do. So you have ways of building an income. And in this guide, it will show you, it would help you to identify those skills and to see how you can turn them into income or your life experience. And you could start building something of your own without quitting your job. The link is in the description below. You don't need to wait until you're completely burnt out to choose something different. You can start building your way out now. It is so important that we shift our thinking, because right now, the way that, in addition to your physical and mental health, the economy makes it very important that you have something else in the event of a layoff. And I'm quite sure you see what is happening. So I hope that you will take this video seriously and really consider what is best for you. I thank you for coming by to watch this video, and I hope to see you in the next video.